All right, guys. Well, let's start. Um, welcome back, guys. This is our third live now.
Yes.
And for the people that don't know me, my name is Hector, and
This is Isaac.
we're owners here at Black Pearl. And today's topic, we're gonna talk about kids' haircuts and what comes with it. But before that, we wanna say thank you to everybody that helped us. What was it, like last week or 2 weeks ago? We did our back to school haircut event, our second year us hosting it. This year we had more sponsors or volunteers helping out, more barbers as well. I can't remember. I'm not gonna do a list right now because I'm gonna forget about some people and I don't want people to get hurt. But we really appreciate everybody. It was a good turnaround. We do it for the kids. It's once a year. We give it back to the community. We grew up here, so it's giving back. You want to say anything?
Like you said, I want to give a big shout out, big thanks to everybody that was here supporting us, helping us out, sponsors, barbers that came out and showed up. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, and I think when we posted about this live, we asked about if you think prices should be the same for kids as grown-ups. And what do you think about that?
All right. Experience-wise, I want to say yes. You?
Yeah, it comes a lot, a lot of people think, oh, it's just a kid, it's something small, but it's not just about that,
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of difficulties, and it's not talking bad about kids, it's just kids in general is what kids do, but they move a lot. Some of them cry, and you're holding them like como si están loquitos. Like I feel bad for kids like that.
Yeah.
Like como dices tú, nos ha tocado. I had a parent like fuck, headlock his kid para que no se moviera. But I feel bad for the kid.
It's a bad experience.
It's a bad experience for them, and it's like, bro, you don't have to do all that. But obviously, there are shops out there that are specialized for kids, in the sense that when you walk in, it's so, colorful. There's, cars everywhere, cartoons, things for kids, But yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad cutting kids, but it does have its difficulties.
Yeah.
Now, the controversy about it being lower or cheaper than the men's haircut, I feel like a haircut is a haircut, whether it's a kid or an adult. And if not, kids, move a lot more, so it makes it a little more difficult. We sometimes get that adult that wants to talk to you and wants to look at you while he's talking, they move too, but it does become a little difficult when as a kid.
Yeah.
Now,
Pues algún grown-up le puedes decir, like, hey, wait, deja de estar moviéndote,
yeah.
And, like, don't stop moving, but a kid ain't gonna stop moving, bro. Like, they don't want to be sitting in the chair to begin with. So that makes it difficult already. Like, apenas van entrando en la puerta y el niño ya está en el piso. So it's like, bro, like, it's, and you want me to charge you less for that. Like, come on, bro. Like, you making basically my job more difficult, I know it's not on purpose, but it is more difficult, and it's like, why would you pay less for that?
We're not complaining.
No, it's not complaining, it's just
we're just putting that out there.
O sea, lo que callamos los barberos, they're like, this is stuff we go through, it's not complaining about our job, like, this is what we do. But as well, like I said, like, there's places that specialize in cutting kids' hair, it's like they have everything for them, what? But yeah, there's like locations for kids to feel more welcome. You know, we get a lot of compliments of our shop, but I'm pretty sure a 3-year-old doesn't care about this shop. You know, it's black, gold, fancy. He wants to see fucking cartoons. That's what he wants to see, and obviously it doesn't make it easy for them. But
yeah, I mean, you know, there's kids to kids, and some of them are worse, and some of them are good.
yeah,
I feel like at the end of the day, bringing a kid very young into the shop and kind of like have them be around the environment, even though they're not gonna get a haircut, is kind of teach them that it's a safe space. And when it gets to the point for them to get a haircut, it'll be a breeze.
yeah. He gets comfortable. You know, and also grown-ups are like, there's some people that are shy. You know, like they just come in, get a haircut, sit in their chair, and they leave. They don't look around. They're shy. They don't like to talk to people. And pues imagínate un kid, like all he sees is grown-ups in here. So yeah, like if you bring your child to a shop, you know, that's one recommendation. Bring your child to the shop, even though he's not gonna get a haircut, and he's gonna get comfortable with everybody. You know, like we always say, we're family here, and like every person that comes and gets a haircut, we treat them like family. And if they have kids, it's, you know, we interact with the kids, and it's fun. You know?
Yeah, at the end of the day, they get to know us. You know, they come in, we talk to the kids. We got snacks, so they get familiar with us. You know, so that's something you can also do. You know, out there in your shop or whatnot. Like, it helps. It helps becoming the kids like friend. You know, in a way, but it makes it easier as they're growing. Now, if they're 1-year-old, do not expect to give a kid a skin fade.
That too.
Even if they move a lot or they don't, like, if they have really thin hair at that age, that a skin fade is not gonna look good.
And then you moms out there, I'm sorry, but you guys want to comb over, and it's like, damn, bro, like, you gotta understand that, like, hair is hair, and it's gonna do whatever he wants, you know. So they're barely growing, you know, like only for 1 year old, and his hair is still really thin, so like you can't do much with it. And I mean, all this, I blame ChatGPT and AI for all these fake pictures. Oh, it's crazy what they come with, like, oh, I want this haircut. I'm like, damn, like, seriously, like, come on. But it's not complaining, but it's stuff we go through, you know, and like we have to deal with it in the sense we're professionals about it. We try to explain them to them, like, oh, you know, like maybe this haircut doesn't work for your kid. But sometimes they don't care, they just want to get it, you know. And that's another thing we experience with kids, is that sometimes parents will bring like teenagers, I want to say, you know, like 12, 13 years, and they let them pick the haircut. And once we're done with the haircut, the parent doesn't like it. You know, that's another thing, is like, you guys as parents should just come and say, this is the cut I want for my kid, and that's it. At the end of the day, you're the one paying for it, you know. But if you let your child pick a haircut that you know you're not gonna like, and then at the end of the haircut you want me to do something different, I mean, that's 2 haircuts. You asking me to do my job twice, you know. And it's also communication, because sometimes we will communicate with parents. I think we're really good with that, consultations here. But sometimes parents just come and leave their kid and they leave, you know. And we experience a lot, you know, like we go through a lot. It has happened that, you know, like I think recently, you know, like maybe less than a month ago, I had a walk in, and, you know, I cut up the kid, and then like halfway through the cut, the dad comes in and like starts, you know, changing all the haircut. And it's like, come on, I'm already halfway in, you know. I feel like that as a client or walking, you know, you guys have to be considering what we do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're still teenagers, and yeah, they can pick their haircut, but if the parent doesn't like it, like it just backs us up just a little bit, you know, to have to redo their haircut again. So
Yeah.
it just makes it easier to have something already in mind.
What kind of haircuts you used to get when you were a kid?
Bro. I think I started going to a barbershop when I was like 13, and I only went like maybe twice a year because like majority of the barbers, your dad cuts their hair. And that's pretty much
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a taper, but a taper didn't look like one, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we thought it was back when before you became a barber, right? What about you when you had hair?
When I had hair, damn, like a long time ago, bro. Say my mom. Nah, but I got it's crazy because I had nice hair. Damn. Not with me, but a mí me cortaban de honguito, se pasaban de honguito, and then
plato, el cereal.
the cereal. I think I have pictures, and then I think I used to have like slick back growing up. But yeah, el honguito, that was like the worst one I think I had. But yeah, I mean, you know, kids now, people they don't like to cut their hair. They want to keep it long.
Yeah, and it is a trend going on. So a good thing to do is invest in your learn some shear technique, and keep on with the trends. You know,
Yeah.
going to classes. You know, barbering never stops, cutting hair never stops. So we gotta keep up with the trends. We are also live, so if you want to leave a comment and we can read it, or a question and we can answer it, go ahead and do so. We are here to help and understand anything that you may have a question with. But going back in the topic, we are in the kids' haircuts being the same price as adults.
Yeah.
What else do you think that should justify the haircut price with the kids? Because I think we've said it pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's mostly everything. You know, like you said, like their hair is really thin. Also, their head shape it's still developing. You know, so there's a lot of kids. Well, growing up, we have a lot of bumps, or you know, so it's kind of hard like to blend. Como dices, so like they want a skin faded. Like it's kind of hard to fade all that, you know, and sometimes they get upset over that. But I think we said mostly everything, but also I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. I get this question pretty often. How soon can a kid, toddler, cut their hair? What's the earliest age?
What's the earliest age? To me, I would say cuando se empieza a dejar. Once he let himself. I think like a good 2 years, you know, once his hair is grown like enough and you could tell what his hair is gonna look like, you know, or his head shape too. Because like I said, hair is gonna do whatever it wants, you know. It's crazy how we end up seeing people, you know, their hair growing this way and then growing that way. And it's, you know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting fitting those haircuts. But yeah, I think 2 years old, you know, it would be good. And like you said, like during those 2 years, you should bring your kid with you to the shop. You know, get him used to the sounds, to everything around the shop, the vibe. Because sometimes it does get loud for kids. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe from my experience, I would say anywhere from like 2 to 3 years old can start getting an actual haircut. I'm not gonna say like a skin fade, but a regular kid's haircut, right?
Yeah.
Like a 1 or 2 on the sides kind of still looks good on kids because their hair is really thin. And like I said, bringing your kid into the shop kind of helps get the kid in the rhythm, and the atmosphere of the shop, the noises and all that. You know, so and by, like I said, going back to by experience, I do have two clients that, more than two clients, I want to say a handful, maybe like 5 that come in, started getting their haircuts around 2 years old, but their dad, who is also my client, started bringing them in small. You know, I get to interact with them and we get familiar, they get familiar with me. Even though they'll sit in the chair by themselves, they don't talk to me, but they already they feel comfortable, you know? So they let me cut their hair and they don't move, they don't cry. So that's one of the advantages of like bringing your kids.
Yeah, it's kind of cool too in that sense when you put it like that. Cause like my boy's kid, I ended up cutting him like, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? But el morrito, you know, he always sits and he never talks. He's really quiet, like really shy. But this last time, bro, like I don't know qué le dieron de comer, but you know, we were having like a long conversations and stuff. Like he was asking me questions, and it's cool, you know, cause like then I cut up his dad and we were talking about it, like, oh damn, like he talked today, you know, like he hasn't never talked to me before. But you know, the kid gets comfortable with you, you know, like you get to know him and like he gets to know you, and like when that happens, you know, it's cool. So like we do enjoy cutting kids, but it's you know, sometimes it's a hassle. But like little things like that, yeah, just bringing them and get them used to it. Get them used to the shop, to the sounds.
As well, quick tip for the barbers. There are also clippers that are very, very quiet that you can purchase, and that will help you with the kids, because kids are scared of the noise.
Yeah.
That's just period. All kids are scared of the noise when they start.
Yeah. Alright, come on. What can we say? You guys have any questions?
No, just Ranger.
What he said?
Que sí se escucha, pero en inglés no es muy good.
Oh, ese güey.
¿Quién es?
One of my homeboy.
Ajá.
From school.
Oh.
But yeah, any question, guys? A ver, pregunten. But what?
Güero dijo, los niños son los mejores clientes si les gusta el cut.
Yeah, ¿no tú? Oh yeah, I mean, con que no se mueven y no lloren, ¿verdad? What's one experience, one bad experience that?
Oh. Spanish or English?
Whatever.
Okay. Cuando estaba trabajando en una barbería cerca del In-N-Out ahí por National City, entraron unos sin cita, ¿no? Y querían corte, era su papá con 2 niños. Y empezamos, ¿no? Yo le dije, le pregunté al señor que si el niño estaba bien, no, o sea, no se movía, y ya me dijo que sí. En cuanto lo sentó en la silla, bueno, miento, regresar. Se sentó él y luego sentó al niño en la silla y ya pues estaba bien el niño y ya y como en cuanto lo toqué con la máquina, le puse la máquina aquí, empezó a gritar, a patalear. Llegó al punto de que cuando le estaba haciendo el fade, pues ya había comenzado, ya lo tengo que terminar, ¿no? Pues le estoy haciendo el fade, el degradado, y cuando lo volteó así tantito, que me patea los huevos. Ay, no. Ese fue el peor niño que he cortado, la verdad.
Y todavía quieren pagar menos.
Y todavía quieren pagar menos, no, hombre, ya me hubiera mandado al doctor.
Man, that's crazy. I don't think I have crazy stories with kids.
Dijo, si les gusta el corte vas a tener un cliente fiel por lo menos por menos de 7 u 8 días.
Yep.
La mayoría de los niños son fieles.
Yeah.
La
They
mayoría.
stay with you. But kids. I don't think I have bad experience. Well, yeah, I do, but not crazy like that. No, a mí no me han pegado todavía.
What's worse, a crying kid or a parent hovering over you?
Hovering over you?
Yeah. Like los papás de esos que están ahí.
Oh.
Guiándote.
Damn. That's a pretty good one because I had it those too. Pretty sure you.
No lo puedo ver.
Pretty sure you can't see that. But damn.
Brian, Level 10 dijo, ¿van a hacer más videos del Office Black Pro?
Yeah, just keep in tune every Sunday, you know. Turn on your notifications.
A las 6.
You know, at 6 in the morning.
Says,
So wake up early to go watch it. So you can put your
comment,
alarm.
like, share, repost.
Put your alarm at 6 in the morning every Sunday, so you could be the first one to watch the videos. And turn on your notifications.
Rey Güero 25 dijo, y a mí me han mordido y me han dicho que cuando crezcan me van a aventar una bomba en el Dijo, tengo como unos 5 clientes con autismo y la verdad no les hago el feo.
Bro, we need
Yeah, he is a barber. You went to school with him. He works at Chona's Barbershop up in National City. You know, in front of Clippers.
El bomba se pasó, le van a echar una bomba, pues su madre.
Es el morro que rapaz se da, güey, ya me acuerdo.
Pero, la verdad, los niños con autismo o síndrome de Down que te empiezan a agarrar cariño, bro, son los mejores.
Yeah.
Los mejores, porque ya se acostumbran a la persona, llegan, te saludan, bien cariñosos y pues que te dejan cortarse el cabello bien a gusto y
bro,
no pasa nada, la
they're
neta.
cool kids.
Miguel Sin Bravo dijo, yo, como el Joey.
Oh, Joey? What about Joey? Joey. Hey, Joey. Nah, but I think hovering parents will be worse for me. Just
I only have one. Only have one.
But I don't have it as clients, man. Tocado, like walk-ins.
Welcome back, Miguel.
But I think that. Because the kid crying at the end of the day, honestly, I'm just going to stand there and wait and try to see if the kid's going to stop crying, Try to comfort him,
Sí.
Feel him, walk him, and try my best for him to stop crying. But hovering parent is like, like they're judging you and they're not saying nothing. That's the crazy part too, like, just let me do my job. I'll be done soon. But yeah, what do you think? Hovering parents or kids moving?
I think I can handle hovering parents. The only reason because I've competed, so I can kind of handle it. The one person I have, this is not a little kid, and I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, but this is not a little kid. He's already 18 plus. He's still the mom's still being like hovering around.
Vicky the Night dice, what's the biggest red flag you see when someone sits in your chair?
I'm gonna think about it.
The first thing is always looking at the mirror. That's a red flag.
I think if they sit down and they ask you, you know how to do face? Or like, yeah. Looking at the mirror, they come in and they're like maybe like a month ago, me tocó walking, and he was telling me, he was like, how come you barbers don't face us to the mirror anymore? Like you're trying to hide what you're doing, blah, 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 right? Like, my answer was like, no, bro, like, I use the mirror, I move you because I'm trying to see the fade, but I could face you to the mirror, and I did. And he like, right away, like, no, don't do it. I was like, yeah, like, it's okay, bro, like, I understand. And I also told him, like, I remember too, in well, when I used to go to shops, the whole wall was a mirror.
Yeah.
You know, so in reality, anywhere you turn, you could see yourself. So it was not them trying to face, they will always face you to the mirror. And he understood that. But things like that, like they're barely sitting and they're already moving the chair so they could see themselves in the mirror because they don't think you're gonna move them.
And the worst part is using the black mirror. This is the black mirror. You see your reflection and they're like this.
They use it. They use their phone to see how you're cutting. Those ones always do it. Those are red flags. What else?
You have another question.
Oh.
Team Bravo said, what's your opinion on kids with iPads?
Or that was my next one.
It's cool because some of them do get comfortable with it and they get distracted and they let you cut their hair,
Oh,
right?
what the snowy?
I know. You take this shit off.
Hoy tengo frío. What is going on?
¿Cómo estamos en TikTok? Tengo frío.
¿Cómo dice esa morra de?
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
What was the
Miguel.
question again? Sorry.
But like, when you think about kids with iPads, I mean, they do help, right? They get distracted. But también me ha tocado que one time I was cutting the kid fine. He was without a phone or anything, and they hand him the phone, you know, iPad or whatever. And y de ahí valió. Porque like, all he wanted to do is look at his phone.
Yeah.
You know, and like, there's kids that understand, like, all right, you're gonna be on your iPad, but you gotta like at least look a little bit straight, you know. And there's some kids that que se van hasta abajo, like you're trying to reach for them. I think that's the bad part. I'm not against it. It helps. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a good and bad. There's pros and cons, honestly, like everything, but pros and cons on the iPad. They either help, stay still, or they don't help because, like you said, they're crouching down, they don't lift their head up, and it makes it a little difficult. But other than that, if it helps get the haircut, it helps.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, how much do you guys charge for braids?
I start at 70. You start what?
Same. I started at 70.
And we're the only ones that does braids here at the shop. So.
Okay, Miguel, Team Bravo said, how many haircuts have you messed up so bad that you couldn't charge them?
A couple, I want to say, at the beginning. You know, when I was barely cutting, and there's sometimes like I would notice something, but like I would just play it off, like they won't know, like I give it for free because, you know, like I just act like, oh, I really like you. but yeah, it had happened. You?
Honestly, I think I fucked up a lot before I became a barber.
Yeah.
So in reality, I mean, can I say I count them? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Just because in the shop, I was already kind of okay, you know, decent enough to charge. Thankfully.
And those people know, like, I started cutting, like, learning how to cut at the shop, like, you know, I didn't know shit. Thanks, Brandon.
Next question is, what's the haircut you hate doing the most?
I think right now is that blowout taper.
Yeah.
Blowout tapers are like the most popular.
I think when they ask for low stuff, low tapers, it's easy, I guess, in the sense that you could do it, but I feel like as a barber, to me, like in 3 days, ya no se va a notar, you know? And so it's like I'd rather you get a shorter haircut per se and enjoy it more and it lasts longer. So that's why I dislike tapers or low tapers. My favorite would be fucking buzz cuts. I already said that. Buzz cuts, medium fade. Like my client that you left earlier. You know, that's what I love to do.
I think for me, a gentleman's haircut, like very low scissor all over, or like a 2 on the sides, square the back or tip of the back. That's it. Like easy haircut.
Okay.
fades are easy. They're repetitive. We already know them, right? But if you really get in the concept of like what haircut do you like and what's easier, a gentleman's haircut is easy.
No.
What's your funniest kid client story?
Funny kind of story. Damn. I
Kids are
can't think
funny
of
in
one,
general.
but I could think one of Lano when he was kind of a kid. And like I think he was like 10 minutes in the haircut, and the kid got up at the chair. He's like, "All right, I'm done. I'm out of here." And he started walking out. I think that was funny. Hilarious.
I just think my little client Santi, he's what, like he's like 8, but he's just funny in general. He likes to clown around with me and all that. But yeah, that one was funny too. Yeah, so when his older brother was younger, they used to bring him more often to get haircuts. And right now he's letting his hair grow and all this and all that, right? But when he was younger, he would get haircuts more often, and he came in and said, "You only want to give me haircuts because you want to charge my dad. You want to take my dad's money." Like, yeah, yes, I do.
What's one thing every client should know before getting a haircut?
What kind of haircut you want?
No, what's
Oh.
one thing every client should know before getting a haircut?
Yeah, what kind of haircut you want?
Oh,
You know, like, come with an idea, I want to say. You know, because sometimes there's a lot of people that come in and they sit down and be like, I'll do whatever you want. So I think as a client, it will be good for you to know what you would want to do with your hair, what kind of style you're looking for it, and then we could go from there. You know, I could like recommend it will fit on you or not. But as a client, I think that's one important thing to know. You know, other than, you know, wash your hair.
Mm-hmm. That's the next one.
Anything else?
Yeah, for me, that was just going to be the next one. I mean, if you have heavy gel or pomade, make sure you wash it off. If not, we could wash it here for an extra cost and for additional. But other than that, I mean, it's just clean haircuts better.
Mm-hmm. Any more questions?
Has a kid ever fallen asleep or made your job easier?
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah.
Falling asleep is
Harder or
a good.
easier?
It's good and bad.
It's good and bad on the way you see it. Una vez me tocó a kid coming in sleeping. And they told me, and I told them, like, te va a dejar, you know, like, because, you know, like, we try to explain to them, you know, we don't want kids to have bad experience, so we always ask the parents, you know, like, how are they with haircuts? And the kid obviously was sleeping, he didn't see anything, and the parents said that, yeah, he's good with haircuts. So he got kind of long hair, and they wanted a burst fade. So, I mean, most of you, if you don't know, you know, it's like a mohawk, basically. And the kid was sleeping, and I did one side, you know, and I did it fast. It looked good. So they had to turn him around, and he woke up. Y de ahí, ya, you know, I could, like, it was hell from there. Like, the kid wouldn't stop crying, yelling, moving. I couldn't do the fade on the other side, you know, and it's like, and then they wanted scissor work on the back, you know, like, it's kind of hard doing scissor work when the kid's moving, because I have a scissors, you know, they're pointy. Either I could stab your son, your kid, or I could stab myself.
Hey, nano.
Hey, dad. But yeah, if they fall asleep afterwards, yeah, that's easier. It will be easier for me.
Yeah.
But what?
are you done?
Yeah, what were you saying?
What's the most awkward thing a client has ever said to you?
Huh. I don't know, you got something? I've seen weird stuff. I don't know, weird stuff, I guess, but that hasn't been told to me. Like, one time, one of my clients brought someone with him, and that guy was acting all weird, like like telling him stuff like in his ear, like and texting him. I thought that was weird. But I never asked. That one never came back.
I don't know. I can't recall right now. Honestly, something weird. Have I told you anything? Client stories? No.
There's a lot of walking weird stories. They're not clients, but then we have weird ones, like the guy that came in a wheelchair, and he was fine, and he got a haircut, and when it was time to pay, he seemed like he didn't know where he was at.
He went 5150.
He was like,
crazy.
What do you mean pay for my haircut? Yeah. No, I don't think we have weird clients. I think we're in our point in cutting hair in our career that if our clients are weird, like, or before they start acting weird, we let them go. Like, I think or me myself, I could tell, like, oh, like, if you're gonna be a good client or not. Like, and sometimes it's just the vibe, you know, like you get to know people, you know. Sometimes it doesn't fit as well. I think also that too, like when you look for a clientele and clientele looking for a barber, you build a bond. You know, it's not just getting a haircut. You know, most of these clients come and talk to you about their daily life, what they go through, and yeah. So I don't think I don't have weird stories.
What do you mean the guy in the wheelchair was fine?
Oh, what the shit? That was, I don't know. You good. He was, so.
Really?
Como el sobrino del nano.
A ver, señor. Kid stuff. I think we said it all. We talk about it.
It was said and it had to be.
Yeah, you know, like we said, we're not complaining. You know, I think it's something barbers go through all the time. You know, and they don't really talk about it, or we don't talk about it because, we're apologizing because we know people out there be like, you know, oh, they're talking shit. It's not. It's stuff we go through as barbers. It's our career, it's our job, and we learn how to deal with it in a professional manner. But yeah, you know, and if you were not here for the back to school event, you know, you missed out. We're doing it every year, so hopefully next year you come and join us.
Yeah, it was definitely a good experience this time around. A lot more help, a lot more hands, a lot more kids. But yeah, hopefully we get to see you guys next year again.
Have you ever finished a haircut and thought, yeah, I'm not posting this one?
I want to say once in a while, there's a haircut that, you know, throughout the day and you're cutting pretty often back to back, you kind of start, you always want to give that 100%, right? But there's always that one haircut. There's always that one haircut that you're just like, yeah, I'm not posting this one.
Yeah, it happens. It's your biggest critique, you know. So like, after a while, like you see something and you be like, oh no, never mind.
But then again, I'm not the best at posting.
That too, you know.
I don't really put up stories much of my haircuts.
I mean, you know, probably it'll be like, what is that word? Hypocrite. Hypocrite saying like, oh, just post it because we're just saying, you know, sometimes we don't post it, but you know what they say, you know, just post it anyways. You know, there's gonna be someone out there that likes your haircut. And one thing that we've been learning too is like post the haircuts also that you want to do all the time. So like per se, like me, I don't like doing low tapers. Like I won't post low tapers. You know, so that too helps a lot. And so, you know, if you don't really like a haircut, and you took, you know, like if you didn't like the haircut, then you don't have to post it. But if it's a haircut that you want to do all the time, then maybe just post it anyways. And, you know, like, you'll get better. You have questions?
Let's do a fire round. I'm gonna ask toddler or teenager.
What is that?
So just
Just
answer.
answer?
Either like a either or.
Teenager.
Teenager.
Clippers or scissors?
Both.
Clippers.
Crying or screaming?
Crying.
Parents stay or they leave?
They stay. Or what do you mean, like I want them to stay or they
What
want
do
them?
you prefer for them?
I
to
prefer
stay?
them to stay.
Same.
Would you rather have them on YouTube or no? No.
Like-
that.
Whatever helps.
Yeah.
Candy or no candy? You're
The
big
af-
on that one.
Afterwards.
I'd say after.
Afterwards.
Design or no design?
Yeah. I mean, like if the kid's he's letting himself get a haircut, I'll say yeah. It won't be some crazy ass thing, you know, but yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Quiet kid or talkative kid?
Talkative.
Yeah.
Would you rather cut 5 toddlers or 5 teenagers?
Damn.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, teenagers. That's it.
Would you? This is for Hector because I know how he is on candy.
Oh, what?
Specifically, if a kid is crying on your chair, like the whole haircut, and the parents like, I think you went through a situation, one of you two, of the kid, the mom or grandma was telling him, oh, I'm gonna give you candy right now, but they're like kicking and crying. Would you give them candy afterwards, even if the mom like said, oh, they're gonna give you candy?
Like afterwards?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your own problem, you know. I
Pero
mean,
si la mamá te echó la culpa a ti, like for both of you.
what you mean? Like,
Oh, te va a dar dulce, like after.
oh, que yo le voy a dar
Ajá.
dulce
Y te
afterwards.
echan a ti de cabeza.
Oh man, if I know I don't have candy, then I would say I don't have candy. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's like we said, we want to have the kids to have a good experience, right? So like, if you put me in the spot, and then you know that's a bad, and then the kid expecting candy from me afterwards, and I don't have candy, then that's a bad experience for him. He's not gonna want to come and get a haircut by me. But yeah, we usually have candy here. I mean, if they tell them, I'll give them the candy afterwards. I think it's sometimes bad when they get stuff during the haircut, because honestly it doesn't help. You know, they keep moving. You know, I've gotten parents that que les traen soda or even like a cupcake or something, and it's not just one sip or one bite. You know, they want to keep eating it. And they keep moving it so you could give them more, so it just makes it more difficult. So I would say just wait till the end, and yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Wait till the end. If nos echan la culpa a nosotros, you know, if we're the bad ones, I would still say no, because that's rewarding bad behavior. If that child is kicking and screaming and crying, doesn't want to let their haircut, and then at the end you still perform their haircut and you give them a price, because the candy is a price, you're rewarding that behavior.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I would say no.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Kid-
not
kid
telling you
gotta
how to
learn.
parent. I don't even have kids, but it's like you said, like you're rewarding bad behavior. You know, it's like if you reward that, they're gonna believe being bad it's gonna get them something. So they're always gonna be bad, in the sense as crying, kicking, and all of that stuff.
Do we
So,
have
yeah.
a question?
Have you ever charged someone extra because they were annoying?
It's funny. It's funny. I mean, I haven't done it, but I mean, it's just a funny question.
You'll see. Just because, yeah, it's like sometimes it's too much. Like it's not. I won't charge them like really bad, like extra. You know, maybe like $5 extra or something. So like, all right, but it is a funny question because I think I've done it. Damn. Any more questions? No? What else?
How do you handle a parent who is unhappy but the child loves the haircut?
How would I handle that?
I mean, who's paying?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like we said, you know, how you mentioned earlier, how Hector was mentioning earlier, that if, you know, the child, teenager asks for a haircut and the parents leave, and then they come back, right, and they're unhappy with the haircut, that's why we ask for them to either come in and kind of explain what the haircut they want for their kid. But if the situation comes and they're unhappy with the haircut, but the child likes it, at the end of the day,
The parents are paying.
yeah, the
And
parent is a parent.
You know, I've had kids that I think,
Cried?
yeah, cried over that. But it's like, you know, I'm sorry, kid. You know, your parent is paying, and you know your parents are always right. So yeah, I think that's how we'll deal with it.
Guys, if you're watching, we have 3 minutes left. If you want to answer your last minute questions and we can answer it within the time frame, go ahead and do so.
What's the funniest excuse someone gave you for being late?
Barber or client?
The funniest ones are barbers. Clients,
They always do that regular.
yeah, it's either traffic.
Traffic. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
They're not creative, you know.
What about the one, oh, you didn't remind me I had an appointment?
Oh, that was a good one.
That one's a funny one.
They put both
Hmm?
client and barber.
The funniest one was one client that told me it was my fault that I didn't remind him that his appointment was at a certain time.
So that's why he came late.
And the funniest I've heard for a barber is
The lady was cleaning the elevator. Joe.
At the same time?
oh man.
I was one. Joey has a bunch,
Oh, definitely.
but what else?
Yeah, well, we're gonna be closing now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, thank you guys, everybody that hop onto the live. We appreciate the support. You know, follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok. Look for us. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. If you have any suggestions or anything, you know, always the comment section is always open. Leave your comments. Leave everything. What?
Jess is gonna be next slide.
Yeah. Our next live is in 2 weeks. It's gonna be with Jess Aesthetics and Black Pearl Aesthetics. So stay tuned. 2 weeks. Yeah.
Nothing.
That's it.
That's it, guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You know,
Ciao.
like, share, comment.
Stay tuned for Sunday office episode.